Hey, what's up everyone? It's Mo, Backwoods Adventure Mods. Today we're talking install of one of our newest products, and that is the Tundra side box. First things first, we'll go over some of the features on this. Now this is made out of 1/8" aluminum, weighs 40 pounds, and that's everything included, nuts, hardware. It comes with these really nice latches. These are keyed on both sides, so you will be able to lock these. Flips up, it's going to include 2 struts. The reason we did this, you can see on the outside we have a MOLLE panel and a Rotopax mount on it. We are able to carry a full Rotopax, and with the 2 struts still be able to lift this, close this easily. Obviously if you don't want to do that, you'll just run 1 strut. Now we've got this shelf inside, and the cool thing about this is it is movable. So if you don't like the height that we have it at, we have all these notches and cutouts back here, and you're able to actually lift this, move it up, move it down. For us, this is best. We've been able to stash a couple mountain bike helmets right there, some mountain bike shoes right here, as well as our gloves. So that's how it's kind of been working for us. All you guys that are out doing things in the real world, this would check a bunch of other boxes. You know, you could put drills, batteries, stuff like that in here, your jacks, anything really you don't want to bring into the cab. Keep that dirty stuff outside. You'll also notice a nice weather strip, weather seal all the way around this. This is hammered on right here at the factory, so what this creates is a nice tight seam, tight gap, so you're not going to get any kind of water. It's getting rained on. I mean, we've pressure washed this, no water goes in it, so it's a really nice tight seal. And with it being all aluminum, you're not going to worry about this deforming or anything like that. It's always going to maintain this shape, look good for years to come. Now what's going to be included with your box is you're going to have 4 brackets total. These are your top brackets, and these are going to mount directly to the bed rack. You can see these holes we have cut out here. These brackets will mount up there as well to the back of the box to keep it from sagging. These 2 brackets are your bottom brackets. These are what's going to mount on the track that runs front to back on your bedside, and we include the hardware, the nuts, and the bolts for that as well. Now, you're not going to need many tools for this. You'll need a couple Allen keys and then a socket. It's a 7/16, a 5/32 Allen key, and then a 7/32 Allen key. We're going to include rubber washers with all the hardware. Put your rubber washers on the inside, and that's going to help keep all that moisture and stuff outside of this box. All right, next we're going to go over installing the shelf. You'll have 4 carriage bolts that will be included with your hardware, and that is for this shelf. You'll see these square ends right here. That is so they can drop in these notches, and you can tighten them up without having to worry about getting your hand on the back side. So what we're going to do is we're going to drop this in, and then I'll get my other 2 started. But I like to do it like this, kind of get it hanging, and then go get the rest of my hardware started. So right there, I've got it hanging. You can kind of see I've got a carriage bolt starter on both sides. It's tucked down into the square, so everything is snug how it's supposed to be. I know that these 2 holes will be lined up, so I'm gonna go get my other carriage bolts, shove those through, start my nylock nuts, and then we'll tighten this down. But this is totally adjustable. Like we said earlier, it can be put at any height you desire. We like it being up just because it seems to fit our shoes and some of our mountain biking stuff below here a little bit better. It just gives you more ways to stack stuff in here without just piling it on top from the bottom up. So 2 levels. That kind of covers the features and everything that's included. We'll get busy throwing it on the truck. All right, first things first, you're gonna want to mount these brackets to the back of the box. While it's here, it just makes it a little bit easier. Don't cinch anything down, just kind of keep it loose until you get it in place. And then once we get up there, kind of get all your hardware started, then we'll come back, get your box in the correct position, the position you're looking for, and then we'll snug everything down. And everything's gonna come with these nice rubber washers, gonna come with a flat washer, a nylock nut, and then this is where you're gonna use your 5/32 Allen head. Now these brackets are size specific. You'll want this bigger flared edge facing the outside, so it's gonna line up kind of flush with the box. To just kind of get your hardware started, not very hard to do when it's like this, down on the ground. Rubber washer inside, flat washer, and then your nylock nut is how these will go on. All right, we're just gonna do the same thing on the other side. Next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna actually take this over to the spot on the bed rack that we're gonna install this, and that's gonna be our most forward hole, so between the first and the second uprights on this bed rack. I'm gonna close this thing just for a second, just to make it a little easier to carry. Probably 1 latch type of deal. Now you can see this box will kind of sit here on its own, but this is where Buddy would come in handy. I'm gonna jump in there, kind of get some of my hardware started. All right, so I'm up in the bed. I don't know if you noticed on those brackets or not, but they were slotted. And the reason we did that, I'd slid them all the way in close to flush with the box. And that's just so we can make it easier to put in. Whenever you get it actually inside the truck, you'll notice that you'll want to slide it over to the bed rack before you start your hardware. I've slid this one over, put my quarter 20 in there, and then I will get my washer, my lock washer, and a nut started here. Once we get this one in, we're gonna leave it loose as well. We know that it's gonna be hanging just fine and it's not gonna come out of the way or anything like that. I'm gonna go over to the other side and do the same thing. So I've got both these top brackets loosely mounted, so I need to use these two holes right here for our bottom brackets over there, so I'm able to slide this box back and forth with ease. That's just from getting my hardware started, keeping it loose. All right, so we're onto our bottom brackets now. Kind of got our holes where we think they'll be close enough we can get some hardware started. We include all this and the nuts that go in this T-track. These are also side specific. You want it to mount like this. For obvious reasons, you can see our holes are kind of starting to line up where they need to be. So what I'm gonna do is get this thing started and tighten it down a little bit, and then we will attach the box to this bracket and start going back through and tighten everything down. We've kind of got our hardware started through there. Right now is where you'll get your positioning where you want this box to be mounted, and then once you're happy with that, just come back, tighten everything down. I mean, you're almost there when you get to this step. All right, so we finished and tighten these 4 down here on the bottom, so that leaves our last 4 up top. I'm gonna jump in there, probably get my camera dude to help out and see if he can't spin a wrench too. You'll find that we use no reverse threads on our products. Living by the righty-tighty, lefty-loosey rule. None of these are reverse thread. America. So we've got the box adjusted where we want it. One thing I want to note is if you're running the drifter topper, just be mindful of that. You'll want this thing to be able to clear that when it's opening and closing, so you're not getting into your drifter roof rack. And there is some clearance right there. Obviously, if you're not running the drifter topper, no sweat, you're gonna be able to recess a little bit more. So we've got that where it needs to be. I'm gonna jump down and hit these 4 bolts, 2 per side on the actual box. Be strong, ankles. All right, so that pretty much wraps it up for the install of this box. Now this is only available on our full height bed rack for the Tundra, but like all Backwoods products, this is gonna come powder coated and shipped free to your doorstep. Another really cool thing I think I forgot to cover was these covers for your latches. Now what this does, this is gonna prevent mud, dirt, grime, rain, anything from getting in your keyholes and jamming this up. And they snap in real easy, snap out real easy. Push button. If you do want to add a second box on our Tundra, we obviously have this hole for it. Same on the other side. If you want to add 4 boxes total, feel free to do so. Super easy install. You're not going to add a lot of weight to your truck, and it's a great way to keep all your stuff still outside of your truck. Keep the cab clean, but keep all your other stuff dry and out of the weather as well. If you have any questions, please reach out to us, send us an email, give us a shout. Love to hear from y'all.